Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a situation that happened just the other day where a Twitch streamer was caught. Well, I don't exactly know how to say this, but she was getting her clam jammed live on stream. I say that they were caught because this was not your typical situation where a streamer forgets that the camera is on, then proceeds to go do the nasty, only to return and find out that they were still streaming. I gotta say, I can't imagine how embarrassing that would be. Not to mention that it would most likely be followed up with a ban or a suspension depending on how much was actually shown on the stream. Any type of nudity or sexual content is strictly prohibited on Twitch, with the only exception being the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category, which seems to really push those boundaries. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clip. At first glance, everything seems to be fine. Obviously, by the sounds and the facial expressions, you can tell that something is going on behind her. But I mean, as long as you can't see anything, then it should be fine, which seems to be the case until you notice the reflection in the window, where it then becomes very apparent what is happening and there is absolutely no denying it. Of course, you know I had to censor it out, but from my understanding, there was a whole lot more that was actually shown during the live stream. Did she just rip a fat one? I mean, what was that? It was also speculated that this ignorant decision was heavily influenced by alcohol, which is pretty believable considering that she appears to be drinking what seems to be an alcoholic beverage. On a more serious note though, why is she wearing her headset backwards? That decision might have been also influenced by alcohol. So the streamer involved in this whole situation is known as Kim Mika, a female streamer who, from what I could gather, mostly streamed Valorant. I'm not entirely sure what all she streamed because I didn't know about her until this whole incident, which led her to being suspended or possibly even banned. The only reason I was able to find out that she streamed Valorant was because of one video I was able to find on her Twitter where she can be seen playing Valorant. Other than that, the rest of her posts on Twitter seem to be more of a revealing type of content, almost like she's advertising for an OnlyFans or something. But that's all I could really find out about her content. With her account being suspended or banned, I'm not able to even view her channel. If you even click on one of the links that would possibly take you to her channel, you're met with this page that says this channel is currently unavailable due to violation of Twitch's community guidelines or terms of service. Here is where things start to get sort of controversial and is why this whole situation is starting to garner a lot of attention. When I had found out about this on Twitter, I noticed that a lot of people were saying that she was only going to be suspended for about 7 days, or I think it was precisely 7 days that she was going to be banned for. I didn't say this for certain in the beginning of the video because I try my best to not misinform anybody, and the only source I could find being Twitter comments. I didn't want to say for certain that she was going to be suspended for 7 days, you know, with that being my only source. But a very popular YouTuber, which I'm sure most of you know, Gideon, went to her TikTok where she was actually live streaming at the time and asked her the question, which was, how long is she actually banned for?
I know why, but like, how long are you banned for?
7 days.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable response for the situation at hand here, especially if you know about Gideon's Twitch incident that happened around 8 months ago, where he was literally perma-banned from Twitch. He was banned for raiding another large Twitch streamer known as Pokimane, where he sent his viewers over to Pokimane's stream and told them to spam L plus ratio in her chat, basically saying that he had more viewers than her.
In the game.
Who is Gideon?
Okay.
Nah, there's no way someone.
I can't believe you could just E whenever you want
send.
before the round starts.
Right?
That's so fun.
There's no way a Humegalol
Okay. I
send
hear
people to
when
my stream
A
to spam.
One out in the
L
bathroom.
plus ratio.
Jet.
If you get banned, I'm
Nice
not gonna be
shots.
sad.
Sending people into other streams just to harass them is also something against Twitch's community guidelines. This ultimately caused a feud between the fans of Gideon and Pokimane. His repercussions for this only started out as a 2-week suspension, and then later became a permaban due to the pressure that was put on Twitch to take more serious actions. Whether or not you think it was right or wrong for Gideon to get banned, I think we can all agree that what Gideon did was nowhere near as bad as literally having sex on stream. There are so many children who watch Twitch, and there's obviously a reason why there are other sites that you can post this kind of stuff to if you want to, that have an actual age restriction. This really should not be taken lightly at all. And again, this wasn't really an accident. I know she probably didn't realize that the viewers could see everything that was happening in the reflection of the window, but she still deliberately chose to do this while she was streaming, as if she couldn't wait until she was done streaming. Also, if she was feeling that she absolutely needed to do that at that moment, why couldn't you just end the stream? But the speculation doesn't just stop there. A lot of people are thinking that she was doing this as some sort of a publicity stunt. I really wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, and a lot of people were also saying in the comments on Twitter that, oh, you shouldn't talk about her because you'll be giving her more viewers, which is just absolutely ridiculous to say, because if no one talks about it or brings attention to it at all, then she just is left with this, just a slap on the wrist is all she gets. And this is even less than a slap on the wrist. I mean, she's basically getting off scot-free for this whole situation that really should result in a ban. Meanwhile, other people are getting banned for things that are far less severe than what she actually did. This issue is much bigger than just her. Overall, this is an issue with Twitch not having any consistency in the way that they act upon their community guidelines being broken. Here are a couple more examples that Gideon gives in his video where Twitch yet again has no real consistency on how they enforce the community guidelines.
A female Twitch streamer literally showed her genitalia on stream. Straight up showed her genitalia on purpose. And guess what happened? 3-day ban. So this girl, she was banned on Twitch. So she went on Twitter and said, I want to myself and shoot people at Twitch HQ. Ha 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 ha. This is a terrorist threat, threatening to shoot people at Twitch HQ, right? They extend her ban, obviously, to a perma. She wrote an apology letter to Twitch, and this is Twitch's response. After reviewing your case, we confirm that the correct enforcement was issued. However, given the details of your case, including the remorse expressed in your appeal, we have decided to reduce your suspension duration. Your suspension has been adjusted to expire in 22 calendar days.
So the first example of a woman who just blatantly exposes herself on camera only receives a 3-day suspension, which is obviously not even close to how they should have handled this situation as a whole. And the only excuse that she had for this is that she thought she was streaming on a different platform at that moment. Then the second streamer who made an actual threat to harm herself and the Twitch headquarters ends up getting her ban reduced to only 22 days because she made an apology, which is fine, but why wouldn't they accept Gideon's apology? Again, the point is that Twitch is not really treating everyone fairly. At this point, it seems that they are basically just drawing from a hat to determine how long someone's suspension is going to be or if they'll be banned. I really hope that she will ultimately get banned for this, especially if they aren't going to do anything about those who got banned for doing far less than what she did. That's just how I feel about this whole situation. As always, leave a comment, let me know what you think about all of this, and I will see you in the next one.